This curious cat wants to know, what are some of the newest interesting write-ups on the internet? Stick around, and we'll talk about why climate change is a hard problem to solve, shorting stocks, and the largest deal in the history of America. So without much further ado, let's get on with it. The basic conundrum of climate change is that there are technologies which are a source of much personal benefit, but can also cause much public harm. And that harm is unequally spread over space and time. People spend money to buy products to enjoy the fruits of the technology, which can also have significant negative externality. For example, a car can be a source of comfort and convenience, while saving us a lot of time through the day. That is of value to many of us. As a result of which we have millions of new cars hitting the roads all over the world. These cars also produce carbon dioxide and other pollutants, which harm the environment. However, this harm is harder to perceive when compared with the benefits from using the car. Therefore, it is harder for people to stop using their vehicles just because it damages the environment. Similar things can be said for using refrigeration and air conditioners. The benefits are many and immediate, and with a warming climate, they are even more relevant for comfort in our daily lives. Some may even think in terms of improved productivity when working in a cool, temperate setting provided with the help of an air conditioner, over a hot and muggy environment with a lack of an AC. However, as you would expect, they are also energy intensive, and that there are a lot of them all across the world. The kicker in all this is that, a lot of what temperatures we find tolerable and productive, is a matter of habit and experience. Which means that we are using a lot of energy just because we can, and we are habituated to it. That is a slightly harder pill to swallow. These 3 articles, about the impact of air conditioning and refrigeration on the environment, make for a good read, and are well worth your time. If you could, would you like to make money from a fraud? It is a trick question. But say you expose the local gang, which was running an extortion racket, to the law enforcement, which brings you recognition and a monetary award. That has to be a good thing. How about you find out that a company is not truthful about its products, you complain to the authorities, and at the same time, you short its stock. Maybe the authorities investigate, and discover that the company is fudging data on a clinical trial of a new Alzheimer's drug. Then it is surely a good thing. And shorting a stock is not illegal, and you are not hiding that information in any way. But one can see how slightly murky this is. After all, you did short the stock, and then complained, hoping that the market would react to the news of an FDA investigation, and the stock will tank, and you can profit from it. So we have Cassava Sciences, the company developing a new drug, and 2 physicians sensing something fishy with the clinical trial data, filing a complaint with the FDA while shorting the company's stock. I am sure you know, who is best positioned to profit from all this. Yes, it is the lawyers. So we have this well-written profile of Jordan Thomas, a lawyer, representing the 2 physicians, who are cast as whistleblowers exposing a potential fraud. Looking at the story from the lens of whistleblowing, makes it all the more interesting and readable. And while you read it, it is worthwhile to keep in mind that startups are essentially Ponzi schemes, till they figure out a solution to the problem that they are purportedly trying to solve. To balance out the narrative, also linked below is a WSJ article, which looks at it more as a he said she said story. The final snippet for this video is one of the biggest recent stories. Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard for $75 billion. It is the biggest all-cash deal in the history of the United States. We are told that the recent workplace problems at Activision negatively impacted its share price and enabled Microsoft to buy the business. Even with those problems and their potential legal ramifications, it is still paying a lot of money for the target company, almost the same value it was at before the workplace problems hit Activision around 6 months ago. Two things of note here. First, Bobby Kotick is going to make a cool $400 million out of this deal. And that after 2020, when he was the highest paid CEO of a public company in America, with Activision paying him $153 million. That's $500 million in little over 2 years, which is a lot of money. And second, Microsoft's willingness to pay the big bucks for the gaming company, even with all the pending legal hassles, points to a massive potential upside from a possible metaverse play, which is all big tech CEOs' latest wet dream. So that's it for this one. Thank you for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing as it helps out the channel a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.